Hello friends, welcome to my channel Web Guru World. So today we will see one complicated tutorials which you have to follow my all the step, and then you can easily achieve this data table filterization with the help of input fields. Okay, so here you can see our table. We have a table, and on this table we have 12 rows, and I can filter the tables according to the input fields. Like if I open the first vehicle type, we have the 3 4 categories like truck, car and van. If I click on the truck, I can filter the truck data, I can filter the car data, I can filter the van data. Okay, accordingly in the second type we have select status type, and we can filter the status according to the options we have in our input field. Okay, so this kind of functionality we can easily achieve by the input field. Okay, apart from that, I also provided some other option as well. Like if you see, whenever we click any particular row, there is a delete button enable, and also you can see the count. Okay, uh, whatever the rows I will select, the count will be show to the top, and we can delete these rows and the count will be changed into the 0. Okay, after I'm just refreshing it, and now you can see again, whenever we delete, the count will be changed into the 0. Okay, so this is a kind of interaction, data table interaction we will try to achieve with our tutorial. Okay, so you have to be with me like step by step so that we can easily achieve. Okay, so let's focus to the what kind of interaction we can see here accordingly. Like obviously this is like an interaction, so we have to target one thing by other, like with the help of other thing we can target third thing. Okay, so like if with the input field we are targeting the data table, and whenever the data table is selected we are targeting the count as well as the delete. Okay, so these kind of things whenever happens, it will be it will be doable with the help of variables. Okay, so like it is quite obvious, as you also know. So so like I am telling you the basic thing. Whenever you do such kind of thing, just focus and see what kind of things are changing. Okay, you need to create a variable for them whosoever is changing. So like if you see, like whosoever is changing and whosoever is targeting. So as you can see, we are targeting the count, we are targeting the rows, we are targeting the delete number as well as these input field. Okay, whenever we are clicking on this input field, the items is coming under the input field. Okay, so now what we need to do, we need to create a variable for these items as well as for this count, for these rows as well as the delete. Okay, I hope this is clear to you. Okay, so now coming to the our fresh design file. So what I did here is I have already created some components which I need to create the table. Okay, and why I did that, just because if I like create those like in a fresh way, definitely this video will be take so much time. Okay, and I don't wanted to do that just because it is not a like a kind of thing which I wanted to teach you here. It is like a quite common or like a quite basic thing which you can easily create. Okay, so I'm targeting to target the variables as well as create the tables. I will create the table by offline, but I just wanted to show you that what kind of elements we have put it here. So first thing, as you can see, like in the table we have account, vehicle type, status, ticket and progress and ticket. Okay, so in a first row you can see we have a checkbox and the Bank of America text. So for this I have what I did, I have created checkbox with the unselected and the selected. Okay, so there is a two state like false and the true. Okay, as you can see here, stays true and false. Okay, after that with the taking help of this utilizing this checkbox, I have created this row. Okay, so row I have created variant as well here as well. So like you can see, this is false and this is a True. Okay, so this is unchecked, this is a check. You like whatever the name you wanted to put, you can put it. It's up to you. There is no issue with that. Okay. Apart from that, what I did here is I also like inherit some stages like a check. I inherit the checkbox property here, and I like utilizing. I am like utilizing the text label so that I can easily change the text, as well as the I have like giving us. So I just wanted to showcase that what kind of stage we have, like it is like a true or false. Okay, uh, you can see here it is uncheck and it is a check. Okay, as you can see here. Now, so coming to the next row, so like going with the similar way, I have created all the rows. Okay, all the cells, like I have created this vehicle type, status, ticket, progress, and the this is a like a status, and this is a like a ticket number. Like we can change this naming convention. Like I don't want it to you can use that ticket badge or whatever the name you can use. Like we can change it, and after that the date. Okay, progress date. So here you can see that I have created the badges first, and by utilizing these I have created the cell. Okay, so this is a non-active and this is a active. I have mentioned it here, like default and active. Similarly, I have created the bars, like this is the bar. I have covered all the values like 100 to 10, and with like utilizing this I have created the row, oh sorry, cell. Okay, similarly delivery date I have created all the avatar, and with the utilizing this avatar I have created the non-active and the active cells. Okay, so in the last we have created input field. Okay, so here what I did here is like I have created three input field first. Okay, why I did that? Just because I wanted to target. As you can see, like here you can see that like this is a vehicle type, this is a status type, and this is a ticket type. Okay, oh, I'm not sure that why this glitch is coming, but we will see that this glitch will not come in our tutorial. Okay. So last but not the least, we have the input field, and for the input field, I have created variants for the categories. Like we have three categories here, as you can see: vehicle type, vehicle status, status, and ticket type. Right. So I have created variables just because I wanted to target each of the category with their subcategories as well, just so that like you can't do that with a single category. Okay, so it is right now not possible in Figma, so you have to create three particular elements, what do you say, like components for targeting these categories. Okay, so I have created three you can say variant for that. Okay, by after that creating the three variants, what I did, I just pick one of the component, and with using this I have created variant of open and close. Okay, as you can see there is open and close variant here. The top one is a closed one and bottom one is a open one. Okay, so you have you can also choose this as a false and as a true statement. Okay, and arrow is like you can use it by creating variant, or you can just simply put it into the input field. That is up to you. I created it just because I wanted to make it as a good habit of using variants in such components. Okay, that's why I did that. Okay, so now what is the next thing we need to do? So like we have created all the components. Okay, so after that we need to create a table. As you can see that this is a table, right? So this is a table. So I wanted to create a one row with using of these component. Okay, so I have created one row. Here you can see we have all the parameters like account, vehicle type, status, tickets. So all the things I have put it over here, and I make it as a auto layout, and after that I place all these component inside of the one auto layout frame. Okay, so once I did that once I completed it, I make a copy and I make a active stage of it. Okay, so we need it just because I wanted to showcase like in case if user selected this checkbox, I want to highlight it as a selective form. So that's why I created as a second variant of it. Okay, and after that the third thing is like if you delete if you use the delete button and you make a delete a row, the row will be deleted. Okay, like you can say the height. So to showcasing this as an interaction, what I did here is I also create one more you can say variant. Okay, by using the first option, like the first one is a false, second one is a true. So I make a copy of a first one which is called false, and I make it a opacity 0%. Okay, so that will be called hide. Okay, so now what we will do, we will give a small interactions according to our design. Okay, but yeah, let's create a variant first so that we will know that what kind of like what the targetable things we need to create as a variable. Okay, so let's try to focus on it first. So next move over is to create variables. Okay, so I'm just creating a variables with using like for targeting rows. First I'm just wanted to target rows. Okay, so we have 12 rows and I wanted to create booleans for them, but I will also create a string for the target of these particular rows. Why I'm doing that? Just because like with the help of booleans I can easily select and delete them. But what was happening that when I tried to selecting these rows with the passing these categories, you can see the subcategories like truck, car and van. So when I tried to do that, there was some glitches coming that it was not working perfectly. Maybe like Figma is right now not advanced enough to perform both the conditions with the help of some booleans. Okay, so after that what I did, I also create a string of values, and after that I tried to perform these subcategories selection or deselection. I easily achieve that. So that's why I am saying it here is that we need to create a boolean as well as the string values, 12 string values and 12 boolean values here, so that we can target our rows with the help of categories, and with the we can also we can select the rows easily. Okay, and perform any action with the help of using of boolean. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm creating a rows parent, and under this I am creating a boolean family. So I am making it as a true just because all the rows will become as a true statement or as a true component. So here I have created 12 booleans. Okay, and after that what I'm doing is I am creating string, and I will again create a 12 string so that we can easily target our string by with the help of using input fields categories, and under the categories the subcategories. Okay, so you can so my first suggestion is kindly try to after if you know that how the things is behaving after completing my tutorial, you can also try that by not using the string. Okay, Please try it. Maybe in your case the problem will not come, but when I tried it, I saw this problem was coming, so that's why I'm doing that. Okay. So my suggestion also that please try to explore that particular thing as well. Okay. So that is how you will learn. Just because you can learn if you do practice more and more. Okay. So it is like not a issue like you will be fail or you will be pass, right? Maybe you will be pass in a first attempt, and maybe you will be pass, or maybe you will not be pass. Okay, so that is not a like a kind of, that is not a you can say the roadblocker for you. Never feel so in a such a way that this is a roadblocker for you and you have to pause yourself. Okay, so I will not suggest you to do that. Okay, always try, always explore, so that you will learn new things always. Okay, so rows we have completed, and after that what we need to do is we need to create a variables for this counter. We need to create a variables for this input field and the categories. Okay, also the delete button. Okay, so I just wanted to create a I wanted to target now this variable. Oh, sorry, variable I'm saying this input field. Okay, so now what I will do it, I will create a, by clicking all variables, I am creating a parent, and here what I will do it, I will give a parent name called drop, and under this I will say vehicle. Okay, so first thing is vehicle means our first element will be vehicle. Second our second element was status, and third element was ticket. Okay, so I have created these booleans for this input field. Okay, so with the help of, with taking help of the booleans, we can target the like drop downs. Okay, it will help us to expand or close or any other kind of things. But if I wanted to like indicate, like you can see here, whenever I click on any subcategory, you can see the name change into the our drop down input field as a label, right? So for this we have to create string value as well. For now, right now what we need to do is we will type select vehicle type. So this will become, if you can see, this will become as a title, and if user select any subcategory, that subcategory string will be target this particular input field label. Okay, so for this I have created this string value. Okay, so I will create two more for the other select status type. Okay, and third will be called select ticket type. Okay, so I am moving it to the down so that it will be show a consistency. Okay, so first we have created rows, for second we have created the drops. Okay, and after that I am creating one more item that will be called items. Okay, so items that will be called, and under this will be say item 1. Okay, so item 1, sorry, not item 1, I will be call it as item 5 and item 6. Why I am saying it? I am saying it because if you can see in a vehicle type, you can see there is a 4 items. Okay, in a second drop down option we have 4 items, but in a third option you can see 1 2 3 5 6, we have a 6 item. Okay, and if you see in our drop down component we have 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, 6 element. Okay, so what is happening here, like by default we will open whenever user click on the particular drop down, we will easily pass the boolean parameter that show or hide whenever user click and unclick this drop down. Okay, so all these items by default it will be shown. Okay, there is no issue with that. But the thing is, what will happen whenever the third item or any other fourth or fifth item which has a less or more items. Okay, for that what I did is I targeted item 4 and item 6 here. Okay, so I have created item 5 and item 6 item 5 and item 6 boolean here, so that I can particularly target. Okay, and I will hide what I will do it I will hide if someone open this vehicle type drop down. Okay, so by default 6 item, like if you know that we have a 6 item our drop down. Okay, so by default if user open this drop down, by default 6 item will be appear, but we need only 4 items. So what I will do it I will target this 5th and 6th item. Okay, in this first input drop down and in the second drop down. Okay, so after targeting I will hide those 2 items, but in a third I will not pass those parameters, so that we will by default see 6 items. Okay, so it's up to you, like if you have a less or more item compared to the your drop down, then you need to do that. Otherwise you can don't need to create it. But I'm just showcasing you that this case can become like in your situations. Okay, so how you need to tackle it, so this is also a way. Okay, so now you have a pretty clear idea that what will be the usage of this item 5 and item 6 boolean. Okay, but the thing is, now if we see our interaction here, you can see we have a 4 item like a call like we have a 4 categories here in per vehicle type, and under these categories, which is called truck, car, van, whenever the users select any category, the data will change accordingly. Okay, so how can we will say the Figma that I wanted to see particular car or truck or van, how this Figma will know. So for that, or also, and how can the Figma will know that how if I am choosing the car, it should be the title will be should be changed as a car. So how can Figma will know? So before this, what we will do is we will create a string value, so that we will pass the text for the title. Also we will with the help of that we will target the rows of our rows. Okay, so now what I will do is I will create a I will create a string. Okay, that will be called item 1, and I will make it as a true statement, just because I wanted to make it a visible all the time. Okay, so item 2, item 3, item 4, item 5 and item 6. Okay, so 6 items we have, so I have created 6 string. Okay, after that I am coming to the other remaining part. So now we will target our last thing, which will be called extra. So what will be the extra is, like we will create some component which will carry like delete buttons, the number counter, and the if you see here, the one we can hide this drop down by clicking and unclicking on this drop down. Okay, but the thing is we can also hide this by clicking outside. So one boolean, we will also boolean or a string we can also create, we will also create for that thing. And also we will create, if we wanted to delete it, how can we delete the, where will be the value stored, that will be other one variable we will also create for this. Okay, so now first I wanted to target the button. So for this I will create a parent called extra, and I will create delete btn. Okay, and it will be always false. Okay, because obviously delete button will not be appear by default, so I will making it as a false. Okay, and after that what I will do it, I will create another boolean which will be called hide. Okay, so that will be also hide. So and one more thing, that will be called global and that will be true, just because the outer area will be always visible, and so that's why it will be called true. And with selecting this, user will hide or hide the open drop down. Okay, and third thing is counter. So I am making is a number count. Whatever the name you just wanted to put, you can put it here. Okay, so I am putting the value called 0. Okay, so these 4 parameters I have passed, I have stored under the extra parent. Okay, so guys, moving to the next thing, like as you can see, we have like 2 pages, which is one will be called as a component, one second will be called as a table design. So I am going to the table design. Always put your design pages and a component separate, so that it will not create any kind of confusion in your overall file. Okay, so what I did here is I have already created my design as a dashboard. So I am pasting it here, just because I don't want it to waste my time to creating this UI thing. Okay, so I have created already I have created that, so I am pasting it here. Okay, so you can also do that. You need to like in your case you need to create all the things by yourself, but yeah, I am doing it just because I don't want it to waste my time. Okay, but what I will do it, I will share this component and this dashboard design file with you in a pinned comment or in a description, so that you will also not waste your time. You can just directly work to the variables and the interaction. Okay, conditions. Now what I will do it, I have created this dashboard. Now I will go to the component. Okay, I will copy this drop down and paste it here. Okay, after that I will make one more copy, and after that I make one more copy, and I wanted to make it gap between these input field approximately 8 pixels. Okay, and after that you can see we have selected row count. So I am typing selected row count. So I have typed one text here which will be called selected row count, and there is a text will be represent our text number of rows. Okay, so I am just putting it here, and now I wanted to make it as a left align, and I wanted to align this as well. Now what I will do it, I will keep it in a frame. It is in a frame, so no issue with that. I am making combining these two items and making it as auto layout. Okay, now what I will do it, I will pass the parameter I have created for the individual component. Okay, so for this we have created the component. We will go down, we will select the number count, and we will align it with this component. Okay, here we have created the string component as well, and if you go here, select vehicle type, select status type, and here we have select ticket type. Okay, so here what we can do is I go to the item, and if we go to the drop, and we have this, we can paste it here, just so that we will, by default it will become in a that way, like. Okay, so this is, we have changed. Okay, now what we will do it, we will create one button here that will be called delete. I am making it as auto layout, increasing the height and giving a width of called 120 pixel. Okay, I'm giving a stroke which will be a little bit a lighter shade of red color, like I wanted to make it as a pastel form. Okay, right now it is not looking red, so let be towards the red, making a 4 pixel radius. Okay, now we have the CTA and I will align this with our delete button. Okay, so it is aligned now. So now what are the things we have remained? Global, yeah. So we have the global extra number count, we have the delete button, we have a hide and the global. Okay, so we will link this page to the global. Okay, and after going to the component, we will link this hide with our component called house. Alright, now the thing is, here you can see we have this row which is default, and second row we have active. So we will give interaction that whenever user click on it, it will change to this, and whenever user click on this, it will be changed to this. Means but if user click on the false, it will be changed to true, and if user click on the true, it will be changed to the false. Okay, and now I'm making a copy of it and coming here. What I will do it, going to the row and linking this all rows with my dashboard, which will be called rows. Okay, so now if I wanted to go check it, it is redirecting me to the my row. Okay, my component, like it is not redirecting me to the page where it is coming. Okay, see, so I just link it. So guys, actually don't go in detail of how the UI is looking right now. Like this, I don't want you to waste your time for in that way. Okay, so just ignore the UI problem. If you found I just saw that there is a small gap is coming here. I don't want you to waste my time on this particular problem right now. So this is called batch, this is called ticket, and this is called be I think we can change it to the due date. Okay, so I'm just changing the due date. Okay, and the assignee here, the assignee date is assignee avatar and assignee date is coming, so I'm just changing the title as a due date for the time being. Okay, so now the next thing is come, like what are the things we have remained to link. So first thing is like row, we need to link the row. Okay, so as you know that we have created a row as a boolean and as a string, so you definitely you have a doubt in mind that how can we align the string same time the string and same time boolean at the same times. Okay, so it is possible. If you saw my previous video, you can easily know that how can we link to a parameter which is called variables, boolean and a string on a single component. Okay, so you can do that. So now I'm doing that. So here, if you see appearance, so I'm just clicking over here, I am linking this boolean with this. Okay, so it is linked with this, and now I'm just clicking here. You can see here a small icon is coming that I am linking with the row one. Okay, so now it is one item is linked with the two variable component. With one variable will be string, one variable will be row of boolean. Okay, so similar approach I will be follow. Okay, to the all components, so you can script for the time being so that you don't need to waste your time. Okay, I'm just linking it because so that if newbie came here, he can don't lose any kind of concept which I'm doing right now. Okay, so all the parameters like a boolean and a string will be aligned with the rows. Now the thing is what next thing I need to link. So as you can know, so as you know that we have linked our, the next thing is drop. Okay, so in a drop we have already linked our string values. So now we need to link these booleans. Okay, so here I'm just selecting all this. Okay, and I'm just linking it with the our item. So I'm going to the drop, I'm selecting the vehicle, I'm going to the status, I'm linking it with the status, I'm going to the drop, selecting the ticket. Okay, so why I choose this uh, top level, what you say, the item like top area to link with the variable, just because with the help of this you can showcase your hide items also. Like if you have created a boolean which has a like false hide variable like property, that will be also visible if you link it with the top. But if like just because in a top it is just a like you can say the address, but in a bottom like in a appearance it is a trigger. If you link it from the here, it will be triggered it and it will be hide or unhide according to the properties you have set in your variable. Okay, so that is I deeply like explained in my previous videos, so kindly check those also. Okay, and now so the thing is I have linked this. Yeah, I have already linked it. Now coming to the next thing, here you can see, here you can see that we have this item, and under this, moving to the next steps, we will link our categories with our variables. Okay, so for that what we are doing is we will, I am just selecting the first drop down. Okay, underneath of this I have like a closed layer of layers, like there is a layer which is right now off, so I'm just selecting this one. I'm just going underneath of this, and here what I'm doing is I'm selecting this first layer and text layer, and I'm just linking it with the strings. Okay, the item strings which we have already created. Sorry, I think by mistakenly I have linked it with the row. I need to link it with the item. Okay, so we need to link it with the item. Just simply type items, it will directly route us to the item child. Okay, I think this one is third, is this one is, it should be fourth, so it should be fourth. Okay, and item, this will be called as item fifth, and this will be called as a item sixth. After that what I will do is I will link this fifth and sixth item to the fifth and sixth boolean. Why we are doing that, I had already explained you that why we need to do that. Okay, so same things I have repeated into the other drop down as well. So, okay, so now let me like check that whether what kind of interactions right now we are right now is working. Okay, for us, So right now, like it should be work like if someone select this row, it should be like come as a selected, and if I again click on it, it should be deselect. Okay, so that is the only interaction we have like triggered. If you know that we have already given this interaction in the component. Okay, so this is the only things is working right now. It is already, it is like completely fine. Apart from that, we haven't provided any interactions into the our design. Okay, so now coming to the first thing, what we need to do is we know, like what I was thinking, let's go step by step. Firstly, target this drop down. Okay, whenever the user click on this drop down, it should be opened. Okay, it should be open, and if user click on outside or again second click on it, it should be closed. Okay, so that is the first thing I will achieve. Apart from that, whenever user open this, if you remember in a component section we have this all the subcategories we have, it is in a label, right? So it should become as a values which we have in our designs like truck, car, van, right? So it should come like in a it should like that way. Okay, so first thing what we will do is we will create the like we will select this drop down like. Okay, so definitely you need to remember that whatever just try to implement the interaction on the particular frame on where you have assigned variables. Variable means like I have assigned this as a drop vehicle, so I will give interaction onto this particular layer. Okay, not I'm not giving this under the DP. Okay, just because DP doesn't have any kind of what you say assigned or doesn't assigned with the any variable, so I just wanted to give our interactions to the particular layer which has assigned, which is assigned with the our variable. Okay, so I am opening the prototype section. Here I am just we are saying that I just wanted to make apply that whenever user on click on it. Okay, user have to click on it, and after that we will pass a condition that if, okay, if what is the row called, it is this row, this drop down row called vehicle, right? If you remember that we saw that it was showing the vehicle drop down drop down variables. Okay, so I told this this condition that I am telling the Figma that pass this condition that if someone selecting the this drop down, if vehicle is equal to false, okay, then add action and set variable that vehicle, okay, this vehicle drop down should be true. Okay, else set variable this vehicle drop down should be false. Okay, so let me see is this working or not. I am opening it. It is opening. Okay, it is opening, right? It is opening and showcasing me the all the 6 parameter 1 2 3 4 5 6, right? It is showcasing me the 6, right? 6 label or 6 subcategories, and if you are like you right now you are like worried that what is happening here, it is just because like if you go to the component section and here sorry, you need to, if you go to the design section and here you can see this is, it should be sorry, it shouldn't be auto layout, just because it was auto layout, so it is automatically pushing me to the bottom. Okay, so if you see it is middle aligned, so as you saw that in auto layout it was center, vertically center, so it was, that's why it was pushing it into the bottom, sorry, into the middle. Okay, I'm just playing it again. I don't know why sometimes this happened actually, guys, just because of caches issue Figma shows this kind of like stupid behavior. Okay, that is why I have to create the string and booleans for the rows. It shouldn't be like that. It should be like perform with the one thing, but I don't know why Figma is right now not advanced in terms of, okay, in terms of like prototype. Maybe in future it will be, but here I not, it is not. Here you can again see it was in aligned from the middle, that's why it was pushing from the bottom. So I'm just refreshing it again, and now you can see that it is coming properly. Okay, here okay, it was showcasing me the select and unselect. Okay, so now what we will do it, we will pass the other condition. Okay, we will pass the other condition. Let's move ahead to the next thing, like what will be our second priority on this particular drop down is, so we will target our items which we have as a subcategory. Okay, so we need to showcase the what subcategories we have under this particular drop down. Okay, so for that what we will do it, we will set a variable, and we will target the row 1. Okay, where what will be what will come under the row 1, we will pass the value that will be called all. Okay, so under the row 1 it should be display all. Okay, after that into the row 2, sorry, not in the row item, it should be item 1. I mistakenly selected the row, it should not be the row, it should be the item. Okay, it is happening just because of many variables we have in our what is the collection, that's why this kind of confusion happens, not an issue. Okay, so after that the second thing I wanted in a list is called truck. Okay, let me see, third is car, fourth one is van. Okay, after that we will set another we will target our third item which will be called car. Okay, and I think Figma should provide a facility like copy and paste variable whenever user open the variable box. Right now it is not there, it should be there, so that we can copy paste, we don't need to assign variable again and again. It is quite hectic actually, right? So I'm just targeting fourth one, which will be called van. Okay, so let's see it is working or not. I'm just refreshing it, and now you can see the whole truck, car and van is not coming. Let me see. Okay, again I made the mistake, I selected the row, so I need to select the 4 one. Okay, so let me refresh again, and now all truck, car and van. So 2 items are coming, that is not an issue. What we will do it, we will pass the parameter where we will say that we will set a target set with the set variable, and we will target the item 5th will be fall. Okay, and again item 6th, we will target item 6 should be fall. Okay, whenever we open it, whenever user open it, it will be hide the item 5th and item 6 subcategory and only show 4 category, and which will be called all, truck, car and van. Okay, so now if I'm clicking on it, it should be change our drop down. Okay, so that is the action I wanted to perform, but let me copy paste this interaction to the other drop down as well, so that we don't need to do it, we don't need to do this kind of repetitive work again and again. Okay, let me select this variable, and now I will paste it. Okay, now I need to change the conditions. Okay, just because here we don't wanted to select vehicle, I just wanted to select status. Okay, so it will be open, and it will be target status. Okay, and after that it will be target item 5, it will be target item 6. Okay, fine. And after that here also we will target the status. After that we will say the item 1 will be all, item second which will be say available. Okay, if you are happy to like type, you can type like by seeing that information we have used in our design. Okay, so I'm just pasting the things. Okay, so let me see this is working or not. See, all available include and auto service. So now you can see there is a one problem is coming. If I am clicking here and without closing it, if I select our second drop down, it is changing this information, like it is changing first drop down information according to the second drop down. That is that it is happening because we are not telling, we are like we here we are not telling does item 1 like comes under the status or vehicle or ticket. We have like we didn't define it, right? Like you know that we only define item 1, item 2, item 3, and we are not like we are keeping them freely like individual, and we are keeping as an individual identity, and I wanted to target as a individually identity, so that whenever user open like click any drop down, it will showcase according to the what we wanted to be like. Okay, so here for like to avoid what we need to do it, we need to tell the Figma that whenever user, in case this is open and if user click this, it should be closed. Okay, so what will happen if it is if user select this second drop down and first one is closed, it will not reprint the information into the first drop down. Okay, right now it is reprinting the information to the first. Okay, so for that what we need to do, we will go back to the first drop down. We need to write the condition for that as well. Here we will pass the condition that if, okay, if vehicle is equal to true, okay, then set variable, and we will say that status should be false. Okay, similarly ticket should be false. So now what will happen that if I am refreshing it, if I open it and user like intentionally or by mistakenly click the second drop down, it will close the